So I'm going to open up the employer side of the app first to show you how it works. Here it's on an Android device. So I'm going to open it up. And I've already logged in. So normally you would see an option to log in with your LinkedIn account. The next version, which will coincide with the online posting form, you'll be able to use whatever email address you want, and you won't have to sign up through LinkedIn. But right now you are signing up through LinkedIn. Also, when you first sign up, the default screen is going to be where you post your jobs. And then the second login actually logs you into the notifications area, which is where you can accept or decline any invites that have happened on any of your postings. And so, not to confuse the issue, I'll show you a little bit more about that later. So, the way it currently works to post jobs is you simply navigate to the left-hand side navigation option, and you just simply post your jobs on the post jobs link, and you can post as many jobs as you want in app for free. We set it up for full-time, part-time, freelance, intern, and personal assistant opportunities. For any jobs that you have currently set up, what you can do to quickly modify them is there's an option to sync the details from that opportunity, and it'll sync up everything that you entered in before, and then you can update it or you can unpublish it, meaning that you're removing it from being found, but you still have it there as an option if you want to republish it, and deleting it is exactly the way it sounds. So it's unpublished, deleted, all gone. And what's really interesting about what we've done in terms of the posting is that whenever you create a posting, it automatically creates a folder. And these folders, the candidates are automatically organized into these folders. You don't have to do anything at all. So when I posted the brand management intern opportunity, it created this folder for me. And then when I went and searched for candidates, I have an option of what folder to organize them into. And when I hit go and I actually go and look at candidates, anytime I swipe someone right, they will wind up in that brand management folder. So it kind of self-organizes. So I'll take you through a quick posting exercise. And so on this, it's just a create new. I'll just call it ABC company. And then I'm just going to make it a full-time. And I will call it, how about just a marketing exec. And then we only require a quick description, which is kind of a tweet length description of the job. You can put in more detail if you want, but we need at least a certain level of detail. So looking for BD background. And that's all I'm going to put in there for now. We do actually put in skills. We're probably going to change that at some point. But for now, we actually are. I'm just going to put in. Okay. You don't have to put in a location if you don't want to, and the thought behind that is if you're looking for a freelancer, location usually doesn't matter all that much. We do ask you to put in years experience, so I'm just going to make it from 0 to 40. We give you the option to match on education, so let's call it a PhD. And you can match on industry, so we'll call that agriculture. And you can select as many of these as you want. This is how people find your posting. So someone with that particular background will find your posting if they input those same credentials. And we also allow you to match on salary and hourly if it's a freelance project. You just enter it in and you'll find people based on that particular salary or hourly. So just hit update. and it syncs, and then what it does is it brings you to the search candidate filter. So you can change any of this, but it automatically syncs the opportunity that you just posted, and this is essentially the candidate filter. So this is the criteria by which you're searching for candidates. So candidates entered in certain information, and it looks for them based on that information, and it actually aligned it to match the posting that you just put together. And then you just hit go now. We're not going to have any PhDs in agriculture, so that's probably a bad illustration. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to search candidates, and I'm going to do, how about we'll do the brand management intern. I think we have some interns here. And in fact, we do. So now you'll see here's a listing for a gentleman, and I didn't put a location in, so that's why you see someone in Spain. So the listing is just high-level information. It's actually based on the study that was put out. I think it was actually by the Ladders about what recruiters look at in the first 6 seconds before they decide whether to look at a resume in more detail or to move on. And we provided just that level of detail. So recent work experience, the last two with jobs, with the job title, the employer, from two dates, and the last education detail. We also give the candidate an option to write a tweet length quick pitch about themselves, kind of an objective statement that you'll see here, but this particular person didn't enter that in. So if you don't like this candidate, you just swipe them left. If you do like them, you swipe them right. But let's say I don't like any of these guys, so I'll just keep on swiping left. And if I swipe this person right, what it will do is it will send off a little notification to their phone. It'll beep or it'll vibrate, and they'll say it'll show that you showed interest in their profile. And then they'll be able to accept or decline. So they'll see something in their inbox just like this, and it says, Jane Smith is interested in your profile for the marketing exec position. And then what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to expand, well, they're going to expand your job, take a look at it, and then they'll be able to make a decision to accept or invite or decline it. So I'm going to go back to the search candidates for a second to show you. There's a greater level of detail available. Let's say you like this candidate, or you're not quite sure about this candidate, you're not quite sure if you want to swipe them right, but there's something about their background that intrigues you, but you need a little bit more information. You can just click on the eye, and what it will do is it will show you the complete background. So not just the last two, and not just the last education detail. I'll show you everything. And so then you just exit out, and you're back to the screen, and you get to make a decision. So now off of these invites right here, if you accept them, they automatically get synced to the folder that you created for them. So that's the kind of the self-organization that happens. Now, in your mutual matches is all mutual matches, so that's everybody. Now, these guys I matched with, and so let's say I want to chat with them. Then I open up the chat window. I already paid to open up the chat window, so it would cost you $1 to open up that chat window. But you can swipe as many people as you want right without any charge. You can match with as many people, meaning that they liked you too without any charge. It's only at the point that you actually want to open up that chat window that you're charged. So let's say you have 1,000 mutual matches, but meaning you swiped them right and they swiped you right too. You are not charged at all until you actually say, yes, they're a mutual match, yes, I want to chat with them, and you open up the chat window. So you can decide, let's say you post a job and you get 20 people who are interested in it and you're interested in them, you can chat with the first person and just say this person's perfect and not chat with the other 19, and you just only spent $1 to chat with that candidate. So what I'll do is I will show you the candidate side next. And so that is the employer side.